It really is insane. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. I know nobody knows that I'm live, and I know I just posted in the algorithm for the first time today. I understand all of that. I'm just trying to, okay, the notification just went out that I'm live. I got to do the mobile, the mobile upload live business. We going, no, because this is what you got to do. Because, see, when they're busy stalking you, hey, Kenzen, when they're busy stalking you, oh, you were just about to call. Well, that's okay, because we're going to talk. It looks like the live that I was planning on doing, I don't know, I might need to push that back because I'm here doing this one with you guys right now. I got to be careful about that. I can't show my little cabana where I'm at. It's funny how that green screen works like that. They like to try to set it up so that they can see where you at and what you're doing. Even though the people that are looking can see exactly where I am and what I'm doing. It's just y'all can't see it that good. So I'm going to be careful. It's wild. Yeah, I just saw your post on IG and came over right away. Yeah, we are going to be doing it live, and we're going to be doing it live from the StreamYard studio. But what I find funny is, more than anything, what I'm finding funny is that I posted this, and then the next thing you know, people start going live about it on YouTube before I go live. It's interesting. What is this? Oh, wow. Apparently, all of the little weirdo YouTubers who I've unfollowed and unsubscribed from all of a sudden want to go live talking about me. Weirdos doing interviews about me, people who only met me one time and I don't know. It's strange. It's so strange. And now everybody wants to jump on this Terrence Howard story. You want to know what's really awesome? You want to know what I know above all things? Don't nobody know what I know. You would have had to have been there to know the things that I know. And more importantly about it, everybody else is trying to talk about it right now. You want to know what else they don't got? Real receipts. Matter of fact, that little weirdo, Storm Monroe, I gave him one of the receipts. Oh, thank you for the floating heart, my dear. I'm just trying to figure it out. I post on IG. And the next thing you know, it triggers like 15 different accounts to go live trying to talk about what I'm talking about before I even talk about it, as if they know. But Storm Monroe did get a receipt from me. And one of those receipts that he got from me was of me talking to Brother Bilal, talking about what Will Smith had done to his son when I was talking about what I know Will Smith did to Bashir Gray. Yep. And everybody knows that Bashir was sent to the Diddy camp, to the little Flavor Freak-Off. Now, I'm not going to say too much, and we can get those likes up. And while y'all are here, please go to the live that I have scheduled to talk about this. And as you see, it says when you look on the artwork, so light skin don't tell. Okay? Light skin don't tell. He is very slow. He should have been born a woman. That's his curse in life, for real, for real. Let's be clear. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. I want to make sure this is understood and it's known. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Grace. Because me and Grace going to be going live together. Grace is going to be sitting with me. It's Tell the Truth and Shame the Devil Saturday. And it's funny because apparently people are very, very, very worried about what I'm going to be saying about this. Ain't nobody had no scheduled lives. What nobody talking about this? It's funny. I say something, and now everybody got something to say. I go live. I tell you what. The receipts that I have from Jussie Smollett to Brother Belial in regards to how Bashir Gray was so terribly, how he was so terribly misused, how he was terribly just ripped apart. That damn show that Terrence Howard was on, that Jussie Smollett was on, that Taraji P. Henson was on. They were all adults. They were all older than Bashir. They knew what was going on. Every last one of them knew. Yeah, they're actors. Actors. I don't know why it's saying one person is in there on your channel. YouTube likes to play with views a lot. Because there's 255 people here. We could do a little better with those likes. Thank you for the 100 likes, but we could do a little better than that. What do you mean he had parents? What do you know about Bashir Gray's life? What do you mean he had parents? Did he have parents? Did he? I want to know. No. Sheon Brown, what do you mean he had parents? What do you know of his family, Sheon? What do you know? If you want to pop out in the chat and you want to say something, Sheon, please continue to speak. Explain what you mean by he had parents. Apparently, I know a lot more than all of you. That's why all I have to do is post, and then people start going live talking about what Jag is talking about. So funny. So funny. Most of these people don't even want to be honest about the fact that I am their source. They talk to me behind the scenes. Not anymore. And guess what? They're showing how angry that they are about not being able to talk to me behind the scenes anymore because they don't get no more informations no more. They don't get nothing no more. They got to wait and see what I got to say. And then they got to figure out what kind of lie they're going to spin around it or about it or behind it or in front of it. That's what they do. So now all of them want to go live to talk about Terrence Howard before I do. Guess what? It's not going to matter. Because see, the stuff that I have are facts. Things that I witnessed because I was there. I'm not some weirdo sitting online begging for money, begging for people to lie and lie to me and tell me what a great content creator I am. I don't need that at all. Y'all do. You're pathetic. Every last one of you. What Terrence Howard is doing is the exact same thing that Columbus Short did right after Diddy got arrested. Is anybody forgetting? Because if you look on the thumbnail, you will see I have Columbus Short on there as well. Sure do. Columbus Short flew to Texas after Diddy was arrested and did an interview with Boss Talk podcast down there in Houston. They're the only other podcast that has anywhere near the reach that Real Life does in Texas. And Boss Talk, interesting. Because right now, it sounds like they trying to downplay everything that went on with Mo3. They trying to downplay how real and how serious it is for Yellow Beezy and for Rainwater. You got people sitting over there on couches talking about things when niggas know what was really going on. Like, it's real interesting. It's real interesting. But Boss Talk Radio seems to always be on some nonsense. Absolute nonsense. So this I narrowly escaped being diddled by the diddler story already happened 6 months ago. It already happened 6 months ago. And then Columbus appeared like the little magical tea fairy. He came and dropped some tea and then he just disappeared. And oops. Light-skinned nigga number one. Light-skinned kata number one. Now we got light-skinned kata number two. I barely escaped the diddler alive. What do you mean why he spoke on Diddy now? I'm just curious. And thank you. We worked hard for that award. It's a shame we haven't been able to really enjoy that accomplishment. Yes, Columbus Short did get fired from Scandal. Columbus Short got moved around a lot. He's been constantly moved around a lot. And he's had a whole lot to say about a whole lot of things. Like, why don't he say anything about Twitch anymore? Because he was very, very, very comfortable right after Twitch passed away with pointing a finger at Ellen and saying it has something to do with cryptocurrency and the laundering of cash. Isn't that the same thing that's going on now, this lawsuit with Block? With the Block Corporation, where people were told to tell people to make sure that if anyone asked if Mr. Carter worked at the company, to make sure it was known that he wasn't a part of the company? Aren't we hearing about how Mo3's whole unalignment was paid for on Cash App and coordinated on social media? And salute to Miss Lowdown, who is standing 10 toes down on covering the Mo3. And that's part of the reason why I don't want to have too much to say about it. Because when I see someone that isn't me, that doesn't have to worry about being hit with a material witness order and being forced to be in jail and either have to plead the fifth or be forced to be on stage, like, I don't think y'all understand. There's a lot of things I can't say because of who I am. The hardest thing for someone like me, a whistleblower like me, to be able to do is stand out front and tell y'all the truth and beat down the doors of the liars and demand the evidence of what they're saying. The reason why I'm able to do it and still do it is because they can't stop me. The only way they can stop me is if I say something that puts me in their crosshairs. And that's what they're all really upset about. That's what all of these interviews on all of these different platforms have been all about for all of these years. They've been trying to find a way to get me to slip up and say something that'll allow them to either put me in a lawsuit, drag me into court, put a gag order on me like they did on Wendy Williams. You know what I mean? Get me a conservatorship, which is why they were trying to use my second husband to make it seem like I was crazy, putting me in hospitals, having me drugged, putting me on, like all of these things. They have been done. I don't understand why there is another Trevor Green in this chat. You have been blocked from this chat. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times. And clearly you keep creating IP addresses to come through here. That would make you a stalker. And so I am going to report you right now for promoting terrorism again. By the way, this is the 50th report that I have made on the screen name, Trevor Green, the 50th for promoting terrorism, harassing me, and spreading misinformation in my chat. Why is YouTube still allowing that screen name under any IP address to exist here? I'm sorry. Hold on. Gaslit, also a troll. God's daughter, you wish. No, you are a troll. We all know that. That's not a wish. That's a fact. You came over there to that Dead Birds channel trying to do love songs for Trasha K, making it seem like she cared. So Wiley wouldn't defect the troll farm and come and tell me and Cruelty Free and my partners there everything that y'all be doing in the background. Y'all just want to make sure Wiley stay on his medication. Gaslit, just so you know, you are also now banned from here. Okay? Just in case you didn't know, Gaslit, you are out of here, and I am reporting you for misinformation because that's why you came over here. It's pathetic. You people are pathetic. He's gone. Oh, there's another Trevor that came back? Another one? How many of you are there? How many? It's insane. And now I just reported you for a whatchamacallit. Is that what this live is all about? I'm here to report you weirdos. There are very few good people, my dear, in this world. There are very few good people. I don't know if he has multiple personalities, but I definitely know that he has over 25 screen names of the same name. That sounds like a problem. Well, as far as Russell Brand goes, I mean, they're accusing him of terrible things. They just accused me of terrible things. Did they not? They accused me. They put me in a lawsuit. Didn't they? Sure did. And it wasn't true. It was all a lie. What do I think about Val Kilmer dying? Val Kilmer's one of my favorite actors. I remember his whole career. One of my favorite movies with Val. Anthony Mackie was in it. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. It's been so long since I've seen espionage spy movie. He was a CIA agent, and he was on a mission to save the president's daughter, who had been set up to be left for dead, to create a national disaster for the purposes of starting an illegitimate war. Yeah, that good old limonia. No, not The Saint. The Saint is also another one of my favorites. That was him and what's her name? She was a big 80s actress. Oh, I believe she did a bunch of movies with no, the name of the movie, hold on a second. I'm going to find it now because you guys should see it. Oh, listen to me. There will no one will ever be able to play Doc Holliday. I'm your Huckleberry. Yes. I'm your Huckleberry. It's weird. I remember the first time I saw the Saint. What's her name? Elizabeth something? Yeah, it's weird watching like your heroes leave. I don't know who keeps putting all of these caps in this chat, but sorry, you're out of here. Everyone who knows you don't put caps in my chat. And now you've just been hidden from the channel. I hope you weren't a real supporter. But then again, you couldn't be. All my real supporters know. Only mods are allowed to use caps in my chat. Bye. Like I was saying, salute to Mount Airy. Oh my God. No, where is that movie? It was, I know when I see the artwork. But Anthony Mackie was in it. He was a new recruit, I believe. Wonderland. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in years. It wasn't the Salton Sea. Here it is. Here's the Saint. Yep, because that came out in '97.
So y'all just chilling out here with Jag, huh?
Elizabeth Shue. Hey, what's going on?
Y'all just chilling out here with Jag?
Well, you know the kids. Yeah, they getting some fresh air while we're doing what we're doing. Yeah, it was Elizabeth Shue. That's who was in the Saint. No, but this one particular movie, you guys really need to see it. It was, it really was an interesting look. Or was it the Salton Sea? I don't, hold on, was it? No, this isn't it. I knew it wasn't this. Why can't I remember the name of that movie? The Spartan. I can't believe that totally just, like the Spartan. How would I forget a name like that as much as I love Spartan legacy and history and stories? Yep. He played Scott, Val Kilmer, William H. Macy. He played Stoddard, really bad guy. Really bad deep state CIA agent. And it was Kristen Bell. It was Kristen Bell who played the president's daughter. Laura Newton. And my fault, it wasn't Anthony Mackie. Sorry, Derek Luke. It was Derek Luke. That's who it was. Antoine Fisher. Well, you listen to me. Well, because Anthony Mackie, that's the new black guy that they use for everything. Even though, in my opinion, as much as I like Anthony Mackie, I prefer Derek Luke. I really do. He actually did a great job. Yes, Wyatt, I am rolling. Yes. Yes, I don't know, woman, but I think you might be here to kill me. Ooh, he loved his drinking. He loved his girl. He sit there at that piano and he played poker. He was one of the meanest poker players ever and could draw the character Doc Holliday. I think I love him almost as much as I love the character Edmond Dantes from The Count of Monte Cristo. But yeah. Oh, Derek Luke. But did you see when he did The Purge? Not the movie, but the TV series. It was the second season. It was right around the pandemic time. No, he was in The Purge. He was in The Purge. And it was a really, really it was interesting. That whole season of him and his wife, and oh wow. Oh, that just hit different. The purge came and he was a doctor. And there was oh my God, Grace, it's visceral just thinking about it. I'll explain later. Well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. I'm smart. I mean, the truth is I never really cared about my looks. I look like I look. I didn't have any choice in it. I got lucky. I came from two very beautiful people, and they made me, and I look just like them. I look like my mom, but I have characteristics of my dad, and I got my dad's brain, and my dad trained me and raised me. So, yeah, in my opinion, all of Diana Ross's children are victims. All of them. You see their mom? She'd use anybody to get ahead. That's just who she is. I don't know why she would let a demon like Andy Warhol paint her daughter when he was involved in witchcraft. And he was also involved heavily with hoodoo and dark magic with his friend Jean-Michel Basquiat. You know, ooh, I forgot to tell you about what I was talking about with Sophia. Why is all of this popping up now? Oh, no, no, Grace, I have things that I need to tell you. I have things that I need to tell you, and I think we need to pull cards. I think we need to go to spirit on this in full unison, because if this is right, oh, I can't talk about it right now. I can't talk about it right now. Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat, they were the best of friends. They both passed away. You know, maybe we need to finally... See, I started looking at this back in 2023, and I was researching it right before I was put in the hospital, right before they put me in, so I had to prove my sanity again. CIA fool. Oh, I know. That's why people need to read the book, The Harvard Report. It's about how the CIA infiltrated pop culture hubs like record labels, movie companies, and all of that to push propaganda and to push the MK Ultra agenda. Ooh, Grace. See, this is the thing. There's a part of the conversation that I had with Sophia that you weren't present for that I need to share with you, and I got to talk to you about it before we go live in the studio. It's about Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat and their very, 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 very interesting, close relationship. Both of those men were bisexual. Hold on a second. They were definitely lovers. Andy warned Jean of all the evil ones, demagogues, reptile. He got depressed after he died, and binged on the cocaine. See, this is the thing. That's what Andy said. But Andy was very, 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 very much involved with what Jean-Michel had going on. Now understand this. As a street artist, I loved. Okay. Wow. This is disgusting. The artist formerly known as Trevor Green is still coming through here. Did you really take all of that time to create that just to come back here? Did you really do that? You're pathetic. You're pathetic. Morning to the down under. Actually, you know, we really don't like doing morning. Yeah, I know. 51 accounts for that weirdo pretending to be one of the worst human beings I've ever encountered in my life. I guess they really trying to drive me over the edge. Prince did speak the truth, and so did Michael Jackson. The simple fact that they still have people online that are allegedly saying that they're exposing Michael Jackson, it's weird. Like, it's just crazy. No, but see, I had a theory that I was working on, an esoteric theory I was working on, Grace, about conjuring. Which Chris Brown lawsuit? I know Chris Brown is suing someone, but someone had asked me earlier about me and Russell Brand before all of the weirdos started coming through. Hey, Mayat, welcome, Shabbat Shalom. But people were like, somebody had asked me about Russell Brand and his lawsuit. And you want to know the one thing? Oh, yeah, that's right. We were supposed to be taking a poll. Let me start a poll. Yeah. What? Okay. This is what I'll put. Because, see, we really never got a chance to talk about Mar-a-Lago and all of the people that were there and everyone that I talked to. It's been almost 2 months since that happened. And guess what? It's been nothing but hell. Nobody wants to talk about any of the amazing of the amazing of the amazing. And it's really crazy. Because after that, all of us went under attack. Not just me, not just Odell, you, Ayasha. The whole team has been under attack ever since I won the Defender of Freedom Award. See, this is the thing that a lot of people didn't know. Or at least they're not talking about. Guys, I'm starting the poll. Please take the poll, because in order for me to speak further about Russell Brand, I need y'all to acknowledge and take this poll. It's here. It's pinned in the chat. And Grace, it looks like it's time to push back that live. Looks like we're going to have to push that live back because it's almost 2 o'clock now. We're going to have to push that live back. Sure are. No, because I do need to talk to you before we do this live. It looks like we're going to be ending the Sabbath day doing this live. But let's be clear. This is about to get thick. It's about to get crazy. I'm sorry. What is it? Slugs of truth. One thing I know, Jag, is aside from the death of your son, it was the death of Malik B that sent you over and said, F all of these akata. I'ma tell it all. I've been tuned in since, yeah. Yep. All those is facts. Yeah. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Ugh. No, but seriously. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Who is this? Natasha. You keep bringing out the truth. Love you, Jack. And that love is returned to you, especially on God's day. Russell Brand, the comedic actor. Remember, he had a huge YouTube following, and then it's so funny because all of a sudden he was demonetized and then thrown off YouTube. Do y'all remember that? It was actually the same time that it happened to Night and Day. I'll never forget. Because Night and Day, they got demonetized and then they got thrown away. And now JR is running around with that crazy masculine girl, hollering and screaming and starting fake beef because they need the engagement on their channels. It's so pathetic. But sure enough, Night and Day had over 250,000 subscribers. But see, they're the ones that messed up. They're the ones that actually let me know that the troll farm was real and what their objective was. Because I was sitting over there with that girl that they had on my bond back in 2023. That unfortunate Ty's Journey person, the H. Tony. And I kept trying to tell them that she needed to learn how to stand up for herself online and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And then I started noticing they was coaching her. They was coaching her right there online. And they said, TJ, look, you got to remember, it's like the Truman Show. And you got to remember, it's like the Truman Show. And then that's when I was like, and it was the dummy. It was the dummy, JR, the one in the wheelchair, that made it. Was Terrence Howard lying about not going to Diddy parties? What do you think? Because he still ain't telling the truth about taking Jill Scott to Pound Town. But that's probably because he embarrassed because she put that sex magic on him and allegedly. I'm just saying, because she was definitely cheating all over Lizelle. Mr. He loves me. It's special. Like, it's funny because he might have felt that way about her, but I don't think she really felt that way about him. And the truth is, if she hadn't hustled him into that relationship, making him feel like he was saving her from a relationship that didn't even exist, like if people actually knew the real truth behind that song, Lizelle and E-flat, they would never listen to that song the same again. Ever. Ever. She hustled that man into a whole relationship, making him think that he was Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho because she got messed over by his roommate who was his best friend at the time. Now, number one, I don't know why you consoling. I don't know why you consoling. Have no idea. But he was consoling. Come to find out, I talked to because I was friends with all of them. And I stayed friends with the alleged man that broke her heart, which is why Lizelle had to come and swoop in and save her broken, tender, fragile sensibilities. And next thing you know, they were madly in love, and then they got married just so she could get her record deal and just smash everybody in the game that she could, every chance that she got, G. And I know because I was her friend and I watched her. I watched her. And I used to tell her all the time, you got to stop doing this. But it was hard for me to say that to her because I was cheating on my husband too. I didn't like him, though. I didn't pretend to like him. I didn't write him a song talking about how he's the best love of my life. I didn't do all of that. I wrote the song Stay. And the song Stay, it took on another meaning as the years went by. Like, for real. I couldn't stand sleeping with my husband at the end. I'm telling you, I couldn't stand it. I hated it. But she said she still liked it, which is why I didn't understand why she was always putting it in jeopardy. I, like, you gotta be a bold bitch to have your friend drive dick over to your house while your husband ain't there, and then come and get the dick out your house, and then so don't nobody ever see. Like, that's the kind of shit she had going on back then. It was wild, but that's what it was. That's what it was. I didn't like my husband. She liked her husband. We was both doing the same thing. I didn't understand what she was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing, waiting to get divorced. The only reason I stayed married as long as I did was because of my money. That was it. I had to find a way to hide all of those assets, move things around, bankrupt myself completely so I wouldn't have to be paying that nigga for the next 10 years like 3 of my other girlfriends had to do with they bum-ass husbands. That man had himself fixed to be in my pocket for 16 years cold at $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Sorry, not paying you. My daddy taught me better. You can't get blood from you can't get blood from a rock. And as long as I'm broke on paper, you can't ask me for nothing. I learned from the Jews. That's how I knew it worked. The Jews taught me how to get away with stuff. Where do y'all think the word Jewish lightning come from? Isn't it funny that they call it Jewish lightning? They don't call it Akata lightning. They don't call it white people lightning. They don't call it Anglo-Saxon lightning. They don't call it Puerto Rican lightning. They don't call it Latinx lightning. They don't call it Dot Indian or Curry Indian lightning. They say Jewish lightning for a reason. And it's funny because the Jews came up with that term themselves. They the one that used that code word, Jewish lightning. And basically what that means is your creditors is up to, they all about to come and get you, and you got that building and you need that building to go away. You hire some drug addicts to come, and then you tell them to go off somewhere, then you report them to the police, have them arrested for the crime, and then the next thing you know, you get to call your insurance man first thing in the morning saying, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, my building. Oh, the only blessing coming from this is that I don't have to lose everything else, because as soon as that insurance check comes in, I'll be able to take care of all of this mishigas and everything is going to be perfect. That movie, Sleeping with the Enemy, I know I've done that on a few occasions. Shoot, I've slept with more enemies than I've slept with lovers. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, that's the life of a whistleblower. That's just the way it works. You can hide the money in tomato sauce cans like they did. No, seriously, bro. Seriously. That's why they call it Jewish lightning. I'll never forget every time I heard a Jewish man who was a business owner in Philadelphia say that when I was growing up. Oh, it looks like it's time for Jewish lightning. They'd hire black drug addicts to go and destroy their stuff, and then they would report them to the police so that they could get their insurance money out. Nobody would look the wiser. You know, I still don't understand how people ain't seeing how that go like that, how that work like that. Because a lot of these record companies are owned by Jewish people, and guess what? Insurance is a very big part of every deal that is signed. Next thing you know, an artist goes down and boom, Jewish lightning. That goes for buildings, cars, and people. And that's real talk. That's just real talk. Thank you for the super chats, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nature Freak. Appreciate you. I hashtag you. Sweatshirt on my... Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope that sweatshirt is comfy. I love sweatshirts. I do. You know, it's just wild to me, though. We got almost 700. Actually, no, we have 700 people in the room and less than 500 likes. We've been here for 45 minutes, which is now throwing back the live that we supposed to be going live on right now. But me and Grace have to confer before we do that live. So since everyone is here, and I'm waiting on the poll because we got 700 people in the room, I'll publish it 250. Hey, Jack, let's work on a secret plan story for your insurance. Why would I work on a secret plan story for my insurance? Why would I be doing that's just diabolical what you just said. Law. Why would I be trying to come up with a story for my own unless I'm trying to get rid of myself? I'm trying to do that, what you trying to imply, sir. They come. What do you mean? Why do they come for the ones that say it? Listen to me. I'm not the one that made these people Jewish. I'm not the one that made these people treacherous. I'm not the one that made these people run around for centuries and pay people to lie about the fact that Yeshua rose from his grave as God said he would. Okay, all right, here we are. We are over 250. Let's end the poll. And this poll is, and it's been up for 12 minutes, so that was reasonably good to get to 250. Did you know Russell Brand is a Defender of Freedom honoree? 17% said 18% said yes, and 82% said no. Because, see, y'all wanted me to talk about Russell Brand, which is why I needed to put up the poll first before I spoke about it. Jag, I know this is completely off topic, but girl, your first 2 albums is fire. You helped me get through so much. Well, thank you. Thank you, Anastasia. And there's more music for healing. Yeah, Yeshua was also a black man. Isn't that funny? They lied about that too. They said Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, and they lied about that too. They lie about everything. Ooh, they be lying, they be lying, they be lying. The Defender of Freedom Award is an award that is granted by a wonderful company called America's Future that fights for the rights of families, children, and for people that are looking to defend and preserve our American families and our American way of life. That's what that award, it comes from them, America's Future. Awesome. Headed up by the Flynn family, General Flynn, and salute to Mary Flynn. I'm going to be reaching out to her very soon because it's time for her and me to have a talk about both of our sons. And it's time for me to have a real talk with her son. I wanted to wait until we got closer to the trial for not only safety, but for optics, to make sure that his story is really understood and known. And a lot of people don't know it the way they should. But America's Future is dedicated to stopping the human teleporting, to stopping gaslighting, stopping the fake news that is allowing all of these things to happen in plain sight. Yeah, I have no idea why anyone would think that I would need to bite my lesser talented cousin's style. The reason why she don't try to fuck with what I do is because she can't keep up with it. Smart move. Can you explain further with Flynn's son? Okay. Does everyone know who D-Mac is? Anyone who knows who D-Mac is, D-Mac worked with the diddler. He was one of the diddler's right-hand guys. Mary Flynn's son was managed by D-Mac. And when things went haywire in that association. They passed him off to Travis Barker, and then things got really, really bad. People need to know this story. I had no idea that the Flynns even knew about my campaign against the Diddy and the Stop Making Diddies. And I had no idea we're going to talk more about it. I want you guys to hear. I want you guys to hear his story from him. Oh. I know, Marilyn, but that's what liars do. They like to confuse the truth. You know, my Erykah Badu reaction video also wasn't green. It's limited. I don't know why. I did everything within community guidelines, fair use. I didn't play any of the original music. I only showed the images, which I'm allowed to do. And I gave commentary during the whole time the images were up. And for whatever reason, YouTube wants to not pay me for that. Just like they were allowing people to. We could use 100 more likes, though. And it's a mobile upload, so all you have to do is double tap your screen. But seriously, what happened to Mary Flynn's son was disgusting. We're mothers. Yes, honey. Yes, SS23. I don't know if you're not understanding. They're all in on it. All of them. They're all in on it. All of them. Exactly. We have to act and we have to right the wrongs. And we're going to do it. You know, Diddy and Terrence look good together? Ain't none of those pictures aging well. None of them. None of them. See, the most important commentary I'm about to do on all of these things starts in May. Everything we're doing now is a preamble because I am going to make sure that what I do on the Jaguar Wright Show and what we do with the new podcasts is unmistakable. Unmistakable. See, Russell Brand was there that night at Lago. Hey, Ayasha, welcome. Peace, Natural One. You had to come in, kicking ass. Grace is here with me. You on the headphones, so they can't hear you, darling. I'm telling her. By the way, as soon as this ends, Mod Squad, we need to be in the chat. We got some things to discuss about. Ayasha had to come in the room using a wrench. She had to come and throw somebody out. Second she walked in, she didn't even get to say hi. She had to take somebody out before she could say hi. That's how crazy these people are. It's insane. But can y'all do me a favor? While we're here, Ayasha, can you grab the link to the stream that's being advertised here in this back screen? Can you please drop the link to the live? Everybody make sure you have, because apparently this is how we have to do things. Decentralized network is best, and we're working on that. It takes time. You know, we've had so much hell come down on us ever since we got that award. Ever since we got that award, it's just been so much hell. Well, Azaleas, how it works now with wrenches is that, the managers of the platform decide. So you need to reach out to either Odell or you need to reach out to Ayasha Lachey Bay, the natural one here. And it'll be discussed offline. Because the truth is, with them cloning wrenches now and allowing fake people to come through the chat, I find it funny. Oh, yes, the persecution. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. But like I was saying, I find it interesting that I and Russell Brand were both honored at the Defender of Freedom ceremony for America's Future at Mar-a-Lago, February 18th. And the president did appear. He was there. And all his Secret Service were there. But Russell Brand was also there. Mike Tyson was also honored. There were a lot of people that were honored. And I was going through my pack. And I'm going to share it. I'm going to just do a live presentation. It's probably going to be members only. But I'm going to go through every page of the program for that night. I'm going to share it with you guys. I want you all to see who was there, what they were being honored for. Now, like it was said, no one was to know that I was there. The only way I would appear is if no one knew I was coming. They couldn't tell anyone, which is why I wasn't in the pamphlet, which is why I didn't have a name on the award, because the people that were making the awards couldn't even know that they were giving it to me. That's how tight we kept the security around my appearance there, because we knew it was going to create a fuss. We knew it. I'm not talking about those two men today. Let's stay on topic. Let's stop trying to get Jag to give you tea so you can run back to your channel and do your own show and not even credit me as your source. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I find it interesting that right after I get the award, the sacrifice of Angie Stone, the alleged sacrifice of Angie Stone happened. Police officers that aren't really police officers were sent to the studio where I was not. They approached my producer. They approached Odell with a firearm drawn. And then the next thing you know, it was announced that D'Angelo and the Roots were going out on tour. That's what happened right after I got the Defender of Freedom Award. And then 2 weeks after that, I was named in a lawsuit as a Diddy associate. And unfortunately for them, no matter how deep their imaginations went with it, I wasn't available. I was already in jail fighting a case for another crime that I didn't commit, which was a case that was put on me by my first husband by urging of the Jigga Man. Do you think it's any coincidence that Russell Brand and I were both honorees at the same event that are going after the very people that most of these people on YouTube are trying to protect? And now, not only am I in a lawsuit, but Russell Brand is in a lawsuit? What a coincidence. Funny how nobody's talking about that. It's funny how no one's talking about that Or how nobody's talking about the fact that at the time that Russell Brand's channel was demonetized and he was thrown off of YouTube, that was when he first started saying that he was accepting Christ into his life and changing his persona on what was going on, and started speaking out against the human teleporting. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to start doing that.
That's what happened. And when you look at the amount of fake news that is passed around online about people that is allowed to stay up online, not challenged to be taken down, people sitting there. Number one, I don't beef with nobodies. So I don't know who's trying to beef with me. But whatever little rain cloud y'all talking about, his arms ain't big enough to box with God, so he definitely can't touch me. Let's make that the last time we talk about other people that really don't matter here. Like I was saying, I find it interesting. Russell Brand and I are both at Mar-a-Lago, honored at the Defender of Freedom Award ceremony led up by America's Future for American Excellence, and everyone that was honored there that night has gone through what I've gone through for telling the truth. Everyone. Roseanne was there that night. They don't treat her so kindly either. Mike Tyson was there that night. They try to make him look like a buffoon every chance he gets. You know how many people from the military were there speaking up about all of the unfair, crazy things that they've had to go through and they've had to witness? The things that they had to say? Hold on a second. Let me get in here right quick.
Come on, what happened, man? And I see because the Yankees what they got to
Prince, you said it. I walked away from the device. Ooh. To come over here. Come back. I'm back, guys. Sorry. I had to step out for a second to get this. This is the program from that night. Sitting at my place. Jaguar Wright is super smart, clever, and a total genius. Love from Black UK, Birmingham. Thank you. And do me a favor, Zwan, not the caps. Not the caps. I don't want you to get blocked and banned. My moderators around here, they block and ban. For all caps in the chat, but thank you for that. Celebrate American exceptionalism 2025. The Mar-a-Lago Club. February 28th, 2025. America's Future. Preserving faith, family, and freedom since 1946. Martha Fain was something else. Ted Nugent did the national anthem. Lieutenant General Michael T. Flynn, United States retired board chair Mary Flynn O'Neill, executive director. Defender of Freedom honorees. Some of the people that were being honored that night: Russell Brand, Ted Nugent, Mike Tyson, Tyrus Murdoch, Eddie Griffin, Hannah Faulkner, Lieutenant Colonel Carolyn Rocco, U.S. Air Force, LTC, Teresa M. Long, U.S. Army, former Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller, U.S. Marine Corps, CDR, Robert A. Green Jr., United States Navy, former Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lomer of the U.S. Space Force, to name a few. Jaguar Wright was also one of them. My name couldn't be printed. My picture, it couldn't be included because I demanded it that way. And it's so funny because everyone was making a big deal about people's name not being on the plaque. And yet, that is how it is displayed. The plaque. See? That's what the official plaque looks like. Putting a name on one is something that they do only if necessary. This is the plaque. It wasn't made up special for me. It wasn't a booby prize. It wasn't something that I accidentally got. This is just the plaque. The plaque in itself says everything. Oh, beach life, if you're talking about Elizabeth Shue, you really far behind. You'll catch up. Welcome. Last play gang before replay gang. See? Yet people sat around and tried to make such a big deal about it. American Exceptionalism. Defender of Freedom Award. America's Future. No, it's not a pre-record. How could it be a pre-record if I'm sitting here live? Teresa M. Long, LTC. Teresa M. Long, United States Army. This woman spoke out against the government and the vaccine, the jab. She spoke out against it. She sure did. She spoke out against the tyranny. She sure did. And they ran her down. President Trump honored her. Sure did. And all of those soldiers who refused are now getting all of their benefits back and all of their back pay because of soldiers she had never even met. Love you back. That's what this night was all about. Brave Americans who choose oh, I'm sorry. There's another Trevor Green account in here. Official Trevor Green. Promoting terrorism. That's what this night was about. Americans just like me saying no. We will not. We need 2 more likes to get to 500. Let's make sure that we do that. Oh, and by the way, there was a goal set in the next live. That goal, if met, everyone will be able to get involved in the free stream that we will set up for everyone who donates for my first virtual concert. We're going to be doing it on Patreon. But for my members here, for those who donated, there will be a private stream for you. So you can attend for free. But that's only if we make the goal. So when we get to the next live, let's make sure. Okay? Let's make sure. Matter of fact, let's make sure all together that we're hitting that goal. Because it would be really great for me to give all of the members who donate and contribute my first free virtual concert back. Got new music that I'm writing. It's fabulous. It's wonderful. My God. It really is wonderful. But you know, let me get over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get over here. All right, let me get over here to my channel. Okay. Upcoming lives. I hate when they do that. Okay, I'm going to copy the link now. All right. Okay. There's a sound problem. Why would there be a sound problem? It's good now. I don't know. I don't know why the sound would be in and out. It sounds like someone just shared my live on Twitter, so I guess people are trying to find a way. I like the song about being a star. Oh, look at you. Yeah, it's a great one. It's wild. Okay, so this here, I'm going to post this here. And I'm going to pin it in the chat. Now, I'm going to be changing the time of that live because we were supposed to be live now on that live, but we're here on the Wake It Up live. So we're going to push that back a little bit. Me and Grace have to confer. Me and the mod squad have to chat. There's some really interesting stuff going on. Okay, but I have the link to the next stream pinned in this chat. Make sure you're subscribed because as it is right now, it is set on members only chat. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out there and we're going to try to see if everything's going to be okay. And if we don't have too many weirdos, I'll put it back down to subscriber mode only. Okay? Okay? I'm about to give away my cabana. Y'all know how I love a good cabana. Because, see, everybody wants to know where I'm at. Oh, my God. You know, to just have a lovely canopy outside where you can go stargazing at night or just sit around and bird watch during the day. It's lovely to have a lovely canopy. But no, seriously, like I was saying, we gonna be getting into everything that's going on this screen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very soon. But there is a goal in that next live. And in that next live, if we meet that goal, all the members are gonna get all the members. So even though it's only 50, oh yes, and please don't forget, subscribe to all of the channels. Subscribe to Set in the West. Subscribe to the Jaguar Wright Show. Subscribe. Please subscribe to Natural One. And subscribe to Auntie Leah. People act like she ain't got a channel. Huh. So, we will be setting it up. 9 times out of 10, the link is probably going to be set up on our Bandcamp. So all of the members will be able to get the free link there for my first virtual concert. But only if we make the goal. I will only go through that much trouble if we make the goal. Because I'm a self-funded business. I'm my own independent contractor. I've been robbed from legitimate work. Live online, everyone has watched it. And I need support, just like everybody else. You know, when you are your own business, and if people aren't forgetting, cruelty-free is a new business. We are registered. All of your donations, any donations that are made, you will be able to claim that tax credit on your taxes next year. It ain't no joke. We're for real. So, listen to me. I don't know what other people do, but I know what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, where I am musically in this time in my life, I can't even begin to explain how phenomenal it is. I can't even begin. But as far as the light-skinned crew and their I Survived Diddy stories, we'll be coming back on the next live. I will be resetting the time. I'll be pushing the time back. And I'm glad we got to do this. We've had a couple thousand people come in and out. We're seeing it over 500 likes. I'm hoping that I'll see that many likes on that live before we go live. That would be nice. It would be nice if we could start this live with 500 likes. That would be great. If we can get it here, we should be able to get it there. So, yeah, you guys aren't going to want to miss my conversation about this, what I have to say about it. We just wanted to come wake it up and let everybody know, you know, since the notifications don't notificate, why not come spend a little time with you guys and let you know we are going live. The link to that stream is pinned here in this chat. And replay gang, if you get the notification, you know, late on that other one, as long as you made it through to this one. Thank you, Nakia. I'm sorry, Nikisha. Thank you. But yeah, we have a goal over there, so save some money, because if we hit that goal, you guys are going to get to be able to be a part of the live show as it's happening and not have to wait for it to come out and be available later. It's going to be amazing. And you'll get to do it for free. Everybody. If we meet that goal, all the members get it for free. Ain't that great? And thank you for your support. So I appreciate everything that you guys have done here, but let's make that goal. Yeah, you're going to have to replay this live. A lot happened. But before we go, I just wanted to, if you guys really want me to get back to my music and you want me to show you everything that they've been trying to hide from you, because the truth is I've been putting the truth about all that they're doing in my music for years. For years. For years. They always try to find a way to hide the truth, to make people ashamed of seeking it out. Oh, welcome, Sammy Uncensored. Welcome to Jag Nation. But yeah, I would love to be able to afford to give this concert to you for free. But I'm going to need some help for everyone to be able to get it. That's just what it is. If you guys are really on this journey with me, then support me in this. Support me in going back and fighting the fire with the music. Support that. Support me in that. Like, really. So, yeah. Like I was saying, I find it funny that Russell Brand and me have now both been named in lame, weird lawsuits after we made our appearance at Mar-a-Lago to be honored as defenders of freedom. I really still haven't done any real content about that night and all that happened there and what I learned. But I think what I should do is turn it into a journey on the Jaguar Wright show. I think I should interview all of the people who were there. Oh, no. No. The Terrence Howard Live is happening. And it will be happening on the link that's pinned in the chat. That live was scheduled for 2. As you see, it's 2:30. We came here to wake up the algorithm since they want to hide notifications and don't want to tell anybody when I'm live. Yes, we need to save art. And I am one of its greatest defenders and champions. Please support me in doing that. What I will say before we get into that Terrence Howard Live, which will be being pushed back, and everyone will have enough time to make yourself available for it. Like I said, it would be great if today we could start with 500 likes. That would be amazing. Because I don't want this message to miss anyone. Like I said, when I first started this live, the reason why we did it was because people were sitting there going live when I posted that I was going live about this. Hell, if everybody else is going live, why shouldn't I go live? And let everybody know where we're going to be. That live is posted right here in this chat. If you want to be a part of the Terrence Howard Live, then you need to hit that link. You need to subscribe. If you want to become a member, that's great, because that chat is set on members only. And if everyone behaves, I don't know why you can't get the link to copy. I don't know. You know what? I'll go grab it again. You know, that'd just be kind of cheeky, but kind of suggest that, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? All you got to do, all you really got to do is just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Really. I don't know why it's not allowing. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know at all. But what I do know is, let me see. Copy link. I'm going to drop it one more time over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it one more time on y'all. Here it is. There it go. And guess what? That's the second time I did it. And now I'm going to repin it. If you want to be a part of the conversation from the very beginning, all you got to do is become a member. I might put it down to subscriber mode only if it looks like things are going well, or if we feel like, we should do that. Okay, I'm hoping that the second one works. You a member, so you good. See, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. So you good. But I think we're going to have to do that a little more often. I think we're going to have to do members only chat a little more often. I do have some special members only lives coming up though. Oh, and we're going to be going live from the studio. I'm going to bring y'all into my world. Let y'all watch me create a little bit. Let y'all see what I've been doing while everybody's been so worried about what I'm doing. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to come to the studio with me. Not only that, you might be able to get an advanced listen to the whole Angie Stone record, because it's about finished being mixed. Now, see, that's a reason to have a membership. If you want to go to the studio with me, members only, y'all let me know, because that's what we doing, baby. And I'm going to show y'all what art looks like. I'm going to show y'all. And yes, Auntie Leah, thank you. Please donate to our company, Cruelty Free Artistry. We're putting together a new series. I'm still not dropping the name yet because I want to make sure that we have a way to make sure that everything is protected, so don't nobody try nothing funny. But it is a physical and esoteric journey into what happens to artists from the time that they sign their record contract to the time that they become memories or bad jokes. We are going to use every artist's catalog as our evidence. And then we're going to go deeper and we're going to get in with spirit. And we also have somebody who's going to be stepping in with us to do the gematria. Hey, get to know. How are you? Welcome. We're going to be doing another live. This live was just to let everyone know that we're going live, since no one wants to tell anyone I'm going live. But everyone wants to go live when they hear I'm going live. It's so strange. It's so strange. Oh my goodness. The theatrics. So gauche. Oh, you finished the book. Oh, fabulous. I can't wait. You have to let us know. You're going to have to stop by. We're going to have to get you here on a live so you can tell us all about it. And we can find out how to support. Thank you, Mel Tuck. I appreciate whatever you do. Appreciate you. You want me to sing for you guys? They want me to sing for them. It's the Sabbath, so I very rarely, can you hear my voice okay? Do I sound all right? Shabbat shalom. Well, if I were going to sing something right now, it is Sabbath. And it's so funny because a little bird has been one of my best friends all week, bringing me messages. Mm. You know, I woke up this morning and I rose with the rising sun. 3 little birds were sitting by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, "This is my message to you. Ooh, don't worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing now, 'cause every little thing, it's gonna be alright. Oh, I'm singing, don't worry. Oh, don't you worry about a little thing. No, oh, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah. Oh, ooh, Yes, that's what I would sing if I had to sing something. But if I'm going to be cheeky about it, there is a Bob Marley song on my heart. It's probably the best way for me to end this live. I've been in constant meditation and prayer on something that means a great deal to me. And see, what I know is when I believe in something, it happens. I wanna, mm, I wanna love you, yeah. I used to sing this to the girls in jail at night when the tear was brutal and the words were vicious and people were afraid. You put me in your book? Oh, thank you. Get to know. Thank you. No, I haven't seen what Bob Marley's daughter has been saying. But God bless her. And God bless everything that came from that wonderful man. You know, probably one of the smartest things that Lauryn Hill ever did was tap into that Marley DNA. That man touched by God. She's the mother of some of his descendants. God bless Lauryn Hill. But I don't know who Mel Jones is, but if it's who I think it is, you're pathetic. And you also need to be hidden from this channel. How many backup pages do you have now, Felony Face? It's starting to get weird. And I'm going to hit you with hate speech because you're a hateful being. Welcome, Nikisha. Welcome. Welcome. So, yeah, I was just... That song. But it is the one song that's in my heart right now. More than any other song. And I pray that the words find the heart that it belongs to. I wanna love you, yeah, and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter, oh, of my single bed. We'll share the same room, for Jah provide the rent. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is it love? Is it love? Is it love? Is it love? Is it love that I'm feeling? Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna know, yeah. Ooh, oh yes, I know, gotta know, wanna know, yeah. I'm willing and able. So I'll put my cards on your table. See, I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you. Love and treat you right. See, I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together. Oh, oh, with the roof right over our heads, and we'll share a shelter, oh, of my single bed, and we'll share the same room, because my God provides the rent. Is it love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Oh, is it love? Is it love? Is it love? Is it love that I'm feeling? Ooh. Oh, I wanna know, yeah. Oh, I don't know you. I'm willing and able. Yes, I am. So now all I can really do is put my cards on your table. Oh, oh. I wanna love you. I wanna love and treat you. Love and treat you right. And I'm gonna love you every day and every night. I'll see y'all at the next live. I'm about to reschedule the time. Shabbat shalom.